Our program is called Cultural Footprint, Arts and Education, and it aims at promoting the functioning of a market for professional artistic projects with a strong educational component. It is called Cultural Footprint because the objective is to mark the territory with a pervasive and durable cultural trace. And how do we intend to do that? We aim at intervening in this arena via two complementary mechanisms. We will provide grants for the development of arts and education projects to be implemented during the school year, and we will create training opportunities for arts and education projects in the form of dedicated interactive workshops. The first mechanism will immediately call potential projects to action and provide cultural experience to children and youth. It aims at promoting the creation of a dynamic market for arts and education projects by providing a first incentive towards the production of this kind of projects. The second mechanism will make our program consequent by qualifying future offer arts and education projects. It aims at building capacity for more of these projects to be well conceived and developed in subsequent years. So one stream of intervention triggers the market to start working. And the other stream promotes the sustainability and independence of that market. Both of these streams of intervention aim at achieving the same outcome in the context of the EEA grants: contemporary art and culture presented and reaching a broader audience. This outcome will come about once we have achieved our main goals that will be materialized in the outputs we defined for our program. The first output pertains to decentralization. In Portugal, reaching a broader audience implies focusing both on the diversification of age ranges and of locations for the development of the projects. So our aim for promoting arts and education projects addresses the age range issue, and the decentralized nature of the projects will guarantee that regional disparities are attenuated. And the second output focuses on training and capacity building. It is fundamental to provide information to project promoters regarding how to manage the EEA grants that they have received, but also how to look for other grants, how to fundraise in private contexts, how to enhance their audience base, and how to ground on solid basis their artistic and educational arguments. All these subjects and others that ensure that trainees are prepared and informed about how to make projects successful will compose the curricula of the workshops we will propose. It is also relevant to point out some of the expected effects and impacts of this program. In terms of economic development, we expect to have a redistributive effect. The program will decentralize resources and place them in areas that display an under-provision of arts and education projects. It will contribute towards a wider and more egalitarian spread of financial means and of artistic offer. Also, the trigger effect. The program requires projects to be developed in the chosen regions. So the projects will locally trigger economic multiplier effects. They will contribute to training professionals that will in the future be able not only to better perform their jobs, but also to train others, and will stimulate demand for arts and education projects locally. In terms of job creation, regarding this issue, the local development of projects must employ local people. Although direct job creation may be limited to these job posts, there will be certainly an increase in the number of organizations dedicated to this activity in the regions. So more permanent jobs will be created. We, of course, also expect to see impacts at the level of social sustainability. The fundamental point regarding social sustainability in this program pertains to the fight against exclusion, particularly of children and youth, and to facilitating access to education and training. Culture is also part of education, and that is the message that our program wants to transmit to schools, their students, and their teachers. Culturally well-endowed people are also more civilized, more focused, and more interested students. An education that includes the arts, both in the consumption and the participation aspects of their fruition, helps raise future arts attenders, future artists, and future arts advocates and supporters. Now, Fernando Chambel, a member of the executive team of Cultural Footprint, will present you the details and the mechanisms of the program.